Hello, I'm Dr. Stephanie Garrett, and I'm going to be your U.S. History professor for this semester. This is History 1301, which covers 1491 to 1877, and that's Columbus through the end of the Civil War. This video is just a short introductory video to give you some information about myself, walk you through the syllabus, and show you some of the important links you need to know on Blackboard so you can find the things you need to find. First off, I have been teaching U.S. history for 20 years. I've taught U.S. history, AP U.S. history, college U.S. history, and I am the resident history nerd. I love to go on history vacations. I read history books for fun, and my family gets a little annoyed when they've asked me a history question and I've given them 10 times more information than they ever cared to know. So first off, let's talk about the syllabus. I'm going to switch this back this direction. So this is the Blackboard screen. When you first come into eCampus, you will see this, and it's just, you have your announcements here, and if you go right here under announcements, then you're going to find the syllabus. The syllabus is got a lot of good information in it that you're going to need to know. First off is contact information. It's your basic stuff. It's got my email address. It's got the school office phone. But if you really want to get a hold of me in a hurry, you want to make sure that you have Remind 101 set up. So you open a text message, a new one, and you put in the number 81010, and then the message that you send is the @ HISTBUFF, and that will get you into the Remind group for this class. I use Remind to send blanket emails, text messages to the whole class if there's some kind of change or something I need to remind you of. But you can also use it to get in touch with me without going through the whole class to do so. So that's very important right there on the first part of your syllabus. Also, you have your basic course information for the course. It's what class it is, what the number, all those things, how many credit hours you're going to receive for passing this class. All that's right there in that next section. On the next page, you got the course description, which is basically what I just told you, with a little more details about some of the high points we're going to hit on, along with the student learning outcomes, what the Texas core objectives are, and what the state of Texas requires for you to be able to get credit for this class. Required materials. Your supplies are the basic supplies you need for any type of class you're going to be in. Notebook paper, pens, paper, whiteout if you want it. A highlighter would be good. So there's nothing extraordinary required for this class. It also tells you what your textbook is, and I'll show you how to get to that in a few minutes. Also on the syllabus is the breakdown on how I'm going to grade things. You get graded for participation and showing up. You get there's going to be 5 quizzes. There are 2 papers. There's a midterm and a final. And so these are how I'm going to monitor your grade over the semester. This breakdown of final grades, that's your basic college breakdown on how much, what an A is and what a B is and all that. Now I get down here into a better description of what the participation and what all the different graded work is. So participation and attendance, you're going to find, and I'll go through this on Blackboard in a second, that there is a discussion journal that you're going to be required to do. That is part of your participation and attendance grade. You also see that we have 5 quizzes. Are they going to be open book? Probably. I mean, you're going to be doing this from home, so there's no way I can say, oh no, you can't use your book. And so you're going to have quizzes. There's going to be 5 of those. The 2 papers you have, these are 2 essay papers. They're not multiple pages. There are multiple paragraphs though. So these are going to be document-based questions. I'll provide the documents, and then we'll walk through how to do that as we get closer to the papers. And then there's a midterm and then a final exam. Showing up to class is 80%, I would say, of passing a class. So make sure you get online, make sure you look through the chapters, make sure you do what's required of you. I know a lot of students don't like reading the textbook. but at least skim through the chapters so you know what's in there. There is no way that any professor can give you all the possible information that you could possibly need to know for this class. So reading through the book, at least skimming through the chapters, is going to help you immensely in getting an overall understanding of what I'm talking about on the different lectures. The rest of this is just your typical, syllabus information. As you get down here, though, to the end, you have got the course schedule outline. And you'll see that I have given you a chapter a week to be looking at. Well, I take that back. There's a couple places where you have 2 chapters, but that's because I've skipped the week before to do something different. So just keep in mind when things are due, when your discussion boards are due. You also want to make sure that you see where, when the final exam is, when the papers are due, when the midterm is. All that is written on the course schedule outline. Now, I want to go over to Blackboard and kind of walk you through the stuff over here on the side. I've showed you where the syllabus is. When I get the lecture videos created, I will drop in, there'll be a lecture for every chapter, or if it's a 2-chapter week, I'll have both chapters in there. So your lecture videos are going to be here. The notes that are associated with the different time periods are here, the different note outlines. Most of the chapters are in one, like you have more than one chapter that's going to be in a time period, except for period 1. Period 1 really only has chapter 1 that goes with it. But most of the rest of them have multiple chapters that go in a time period. But I've got the notes in there broken up by the time periods we're going to focus on. Here's where your discussion journal is going to be. And as you go in there, you're going to see that it will open up. Yours will look different than mine because I'm the teacher. But you'll see that there are 10 different discussion forums. What I want you to do with this is for each, like for this particular week here, I want you to make an initial post about the topic question, and then I want you to reply to one other person's topic question, their post as well. And it's going to be a reply of more than just, yeah, I agree with you. Say something significant about what they posted. And so that's where the discussion journal comes in. It's going to take the place of class discussion since we can't all be together in class. Your quizzes will open up here. Your papers are here. And then your exams will be here when I get them posted. Then right down here, here's how you get to your textbook. And so here's the ebook. You have tech support in here, all kinds of registration information that you need. So this is the information that you need to get to the textbook. The textbook is Give Me Liberty by Eric Foner, who is a very well-known history teacher as well as a historian. And so this is going to be a really good book for us to use this semester. Announcements up here at the top. I will use this to drop in important information whenever I need to, give you a heads up about things of that nature. I am very, very excited to be doing this class this semester. Feel free to contact me through email or through Remind if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Thank you.